Okay, today we are going to learn how to make fringes using a hairpin lace loom and two different colors of yarn. And I saw this technique on Soju TV, so I'm going to link her original video below. And if you don't know what a hairpin lace loom is, I will insert a tutorial on how I made mine right. Let's make a hairpin lace loom. Here is what you're going to need. You will need a square wooden dowel, a ruler or yardstick for marking. You will need a pencil to make your marks. You're also going to need a second style of dowels like I have here. I'm also using a protractor, and you will need a drill bit, drill, and a sander or sandpaper. So I'm going to take my drill bit and I'm going to line it up to the end of my dowel just to make sure it's a good fit, or you could also line it across the top. The next thing you want to do is mark out your cuts on your square dowel, and then you want to go ahead and cut them. I'm using a jigsaw here, but safety first, of course. After you make your cuts, you're going to go ahead and sand them down nice and smoothly, and it should look like this. The next thing you want to do is mark out your drill holes. I'm going to do 3 holes on mine so that I can make 2 different lengths of fringes, because I am making this loom to make fringes for my garments. Shout out to numbers 1538. Okay, so you're going to go ahead and drill your holes. You want to make sure that you don't drill too far into your wood. You don't want to go all the way through. I did end up making that mistake, but it can be fixed. See, I did. Here it is right here. But I'm going to fix it. But after you've drilled all your holes, you want to go ahead and sand them once more nice and smoothly so that they don't snag on your material. And what I did, the one where I drilled too far, is I just sanded across that hole really smoothly. Okay, and now dry fit. And if everything fits well, go ahead and put your loom together. If not, you may need to drill a little deeper. And I'm so grateful to Yah that he allowed me to make this, and for free 99, because he's that good. Okay, so next thing you want to do is you want to go ahead and tie a knot at the bottom of your loom. And then you're just going to wrap your yarn around, making sure that you do not overlap. So wrap it a little and then scrunch it up some, and you'll keep doing this until you fill in the full length of your dowels on your loom. Okay, and for the sake of the tutorial, I'm stopping here, but I'm making a loop just like this one here. And then you're going to put your crochet hook in, and you're going to tighten the loop onto the hook. Okay, just like so. And now you're going to go underneath your piece of yarn that is on the loom. You're going to wrap around the back of your crochet hook, and you're going to pull underneath your piece of yarn that is on the loom, like that. And then you're going to go through the hole that is on your crochet hook like that, and then you're going to pull down to secure it. You're going to go again underneath the thread that's on the loom. You're going to wrap around the back of your crochet hook. You're going to go underneath that thread on the loom, and then you're going to pull it through the hole that is on the hook. Okay, so we're going to go again underneath. You're going to wrap around the back, and I like to hold that thread that's attached to the loom just so I can get underneath it really well, and then go ahead and pull it through that hook. Okay, and you're just going to do this until you run out of room. And what you can do is you can actually just open up the loom and slide your yarn off of the back, making sure that you keep your hook attached to it so that you can just wrap more yarn on. See, and you just pull it tight just like that. Yep, so here I'm taking it off the back of the loom, and I'm just going to slide it down Make sure to keep my hook attached, and then I'll just rewrap with more yarn. Just go ahead and put that back together, rewrap with more yarn, and continue going until you've gotten your desired length of fringe. Okay, and once you've gotten there, you're going to go ahead and completely detach it from the loom. And this is what it looks like. There's your ribbon of blue at the top. You're going to go ahead and cut it to detach it off of the loom. And that loop that you have at the top, you're going to go ahead and just pull it all the way through. And that is going to lock your layer of blue into place. And so there you have it. You have your fringes with your ribbon of blue at the top. This is what it looks like in the front. And yeah, now if you want to make a different length, you can just use the wider setting on your loom. And that's what I've done with this one right here that I'm showing you. So you can see the difference in length of fringes, and just use it on the widest setting of your loom to achieve that, as opposed to closer together. You can also cut the loops open if you would prefer to have your fringe that way. And that's it. I hope you give it a try.